8 Facebook ads mistakes that will ruin your campaigns. Hello, Panagis again, your everyday Facebook ad expert. In this video, I will show you 8 killer mistakes that most people do when it comes to running Facebook ads that will ruin your campaign.
It looks like you lost another one.
Mistake number 1. Not knowing your numbers. What is your break-even ROAS? Do you even know it? Now, for the guys that don't know what is your break-even ROAS, now the break-even ROAS is a very important aspect, key metric when it comes to running Facebook ads. It's the threshold at which you must never go below it, and you must always aim to achieve more than it. Okay, and it's very simple formula how to find it. And you can find it in a very easy way. It's super easy to find out what is your break-even ROAS. It's 1 divided by your profit margin. 1 divided, let's say, 70%. And that means it's 1.42 ROAS. Okay, so if you have, I just calculated in my mind by the way, if you have 70% profit margin, then your break-even ROAS is 1.42. That means if you go below 142, you're at a loss. If you go above it, you're at a profit. Simple as that. Mistake number 2. The problem most people do when it comes to running Facebook ads is that they close them way too early, even before they're able to show any results, or very late, even after they sometimes have passed and bad results are coming, and they're just afraid to close it. Now, I cannot give you a very clear action or a very clear guide, but you build this firstly with your experience with specific ad accounts, how it behaves, what is the tendency, how many days on average it takes for a buyer, for a customer to see the product and buy it, your budget, etc. And also your experience with Facebook ads to understand how the algorithm works, what to do with it. And as you probably understand, you will learn everything about Facebook ads in this specific channel. Third mistake of Facebook ads is structuring your CBO campaigns, and I say CBO as it stands for campaign budget optimization. It's the most common campaign structure. Also, it's the most scalable one, and most people are using CBO mainly. So, structuring your CBO campaigns the wrong way will hurt your results. And and the way to structure your CBO campaigns is not that complicated at all. How do you calculate this? It's based on the budget you have, and you also need a historic data of your recent average cost per acquisition. So, how do you know how many assets to put inside this specific CBO? It's very easy. You just have the budget, you divide the budget by the average cost per acquisition you have, not the average in your whole account, the average you have the last 7 days or the last days, okay? And this will lead to a number, and then you give this a little bit more. For example, if you have a daily budget of 100, okay? And you have average cost per acquisition, let's say $20 per sale. So the formula is pretty easy. You go $100 daily spent divided by 20 equals 5. Now you give it a little bit more so you can push the results either to drop when it comes to cost per acquisition and the ROAS to increase. For example, in this specific scenario, if you have $100 per day and $20 cost per acquisition, that means 5 ad sets. And because I want to improve these results, I want to go with 6 or 7 ad sets in this CBO campaign. And obviously, as I told you in the previous video, you optimize every single day and you close the bad ones, you keep the good ones. Pretty easy. Fourth mistakes that will ruin your results is this. Fourth mistakes. Mistake number 4. Optimizing for the wrong event. Now, I see this unfortunately way too often, and I see people that are trying to get sales and they get for the optimization event initiate checkout, add to cart, view content, and they think that if a person put their credit info or put this into his basket or into his cart, then he most probably will buy. No, that's definitely not the case, because Facebook wants to give you whatever you ask for Facebook to give you. Okay, so if you ask for initiate checkout and Facebook gives you initiate checkout people, then Facebook thinks the job is done and will not try to find people to actually buy, even though you only care about buys. So unless you are living in a country that has three people, not four, three people, that has, the audience is way too narrow or way too narrow, and you cannot find potential buyers, for example, a very small country that would be, I don't know, not even Greece, let's say Cyprus. They have, I don't know, 2 million people. Maybe in some certain scenarios, maybe if you optimize for initiate checkout or add to carts, maybe you get sales too or get good results also. But especially for the US or big countries like Canada or Australia, always ask for what you want. Okay, very, very, very serious. Never ask for initiate checkout unless you want to spend your money in that way. It's okay. Mistake number 5. We covered the optimization, asking for the wrong optimization event. Now we'll cover the wrong campaign event, the wrong campaign objective. For example, the only campaign objective you should be running ads is either conversions, aka sales, or leads. All the other stuff, never touch it, don't even bother. Okay, because you only care about sales, you don't even care about brand awareness. And many people will say, yeah, but yes, the cost per unique click is very low. Obviously, because Facebook knows which people buy, which people only click. So if you ask for clicks, we'll give you the lowest amount of quality and highest amount of traffic when it comes to clicks, but they won't buy. I'm telling you, of course, if you want, don't take my word for it and test it and lose your money, it's okay, it's your money. But when you want to run ads for sales, you only go for conversions or lead generation. Now, brand awareness, traffic campaign, no, never, don't do this. Okay, trust me. Mistake number 6. Okay. I see way too often again, people getting attached to metrics that don't really matter. For example, in my world, the only metrics that do matter is 2. Let's say 3. ROAS, budget, 2. ROAS and budget. I don't care about link clicks. I don't care about content views. I don't care about initiate checkouts. Okay, yeah, maybe I can see sometimes the initiate checkout that will tend to be converted as a purchase, but in general, I only care about ROAS. And I see way too many guys get super attached to link click-through rates, or click-through rates, or link clicks, or cost per unique link clicks, or link clicks. Okay, these metrics that don't really matter. Do you know when they matter? They only matter in the beginning, before you got any sales. Then, unfortunately, the only metric you have is just to judge the performance of your campaign, is to look for these metrics, you know, click-through rate, link click-through rate, cost per unique link clicks. After some sales you have achieved some sales, then you only care about ROAS, nothing else. Even if the cost per unique link click or link click increase, you don't care if the ROAS is good. Okay, don't even care about the CPMs. If the ROAS is good and you are above break even, you are golden. Mistake number 7. Optimizing the wrong time or all the time. It's equally as bad. What I mean by this? Now, I discussed it with you also in a previous video, and I told you to always optimize either very late in the midnight or early in the morning. Always not your local time zone, the time zone that you are targeting. Another thing that is very bad is to constantly changing and optimizing and changing stuff. Okay, chill. You need to have patience. If you always make changes, you're gonna screw yourself. Okay, stay put, have a plan, and go according to the plan. Don't make changes all the time, okay? Let the algorithm do the heavy lifting for you regarding the input was fine and was properly tested by you, okay? The eighth and final mistake that most probably not for sure will ruin your campaigns is being emotional with your ads. For example, let's say you have been running a specific campaign for the last 4 months and it's bearing amazing results, amazing ROAS, the link clicks is through the roof, the click-through rates is through the roof for the guys that do care, and for some reasons, actually for many reasons, this campaign unfortunately dies. If you're emotional with this, you will think that, oh, no, I will let it run and it will get back on track soon again. No, just kill it. Don't be attached to any campaign. Don't get attached to any photo or video. Just be cold and judge based on your experience and the data that the account is giving you. Okay, another example is, I don't remember, I may have talked about this in the past. I don't have an opinion when it comes to photos and videos. Why? Because my opinion doesn't really matter. The only opinion that do matter is the one of the audience you are targeting. Okay, I have seen amazing photos and videos that I truly love them not convert at all, and I have seen terrible photos and videos that I said in my mind that, oh my god, that's awful, and yet they converted like crazy. Okay, don't be emotional, be cold, be a cold killer, and
kill whatever it doesn't provide results anymore.
And that's it for today. I hope you learned some stuff about what to avoid when it comes to Facebook ads.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and
Also ring the bell, it will help me a lot.
whatever question you have, feel free.
Free to ask it in the comment section.
See ya.